Hi, Planning Institute of BC. My name is Dan Curtis. I'm the mayor of this beautiful capital city of Whitehorse, right on the banks of the Yukon River. We're also on the traditional territory of the Kwamindun and the Tonquitchin Council. What makes Whitehorse, what makes Yukon special when it comes to planning? Something that we have that we're very, very proud of is the fact that we have 14 self-governing First Nations here in the Yukon. Everything we do for planning in the city of Whitehorse and throughout Yukon is in collaboration and work in partnership with the federal, territorial, First Nations and municipal governments. Things are done differently in the north. I know myself, not being a planner, I'm always marveled and amazed at the planners and some of the plans that they come forward with and some of the suggestions in terms of our infrastructure and our long-term and short-term planning. And the planners from 50 years ago have done a phenomenal job all the way up until current. You're going to hear from Melanie Samard, our manager of planning. You're going to hear from Mike Gow, our director. Mike Gow was born and raised right here in Whitehorse, and he brings so much to this city and to this territory. He's planned and his team have done so for decades, and I just look forward to you being here to seeing the great work they've continued to do. And it's really one of the most beautiful places in all of Canada, thanks in large part to the professionalism and the partnership and collaboration of the planning department and the great work that all of you do. And I must say too, thank you so very much for the volunteerism that's got this conference going, because I know that you're going to do some great work, you're going to learn from each other, you're going to teach each other, and you're going to walk away a lot stronger for it. I know I feel a lot stronger just having the amazing team we continue to enjoy right here in the Yukon. So thank you for all that you do. You're doing a fantastic job, and not everyone says it, but I'm going to. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for what you do for all municipalities throughout this beautiful country. Your work is valuable, and it's really, really appreciated. Thank you again. Merci Cho.
Hello, welcome to Whitehorse. My name is Simon LAPOINTE. I'm the co-chair of the conference along with Zoe Morrison, and really happy to be here. I'm an urban planner with 3 PICAs. It's my own company. I'm the principal and founder of the company. Started about 15 years ago, and I've been here in the Yukon for almost 25 years. And yeah, we're here in beautiful downtown Whitehorse. Whitehorse is an incredible place, and I like it very much for a lot of different reasons. But one of the reasons I like it a lot is that the Yukon is only about 5 minutes away, and which means that you have access to all this incredible wilderness and all these incredible places. And my favorite place in the entire city is this place just right over there. It's called Mount McIntyre, and it's just below those hills there. And it's a place that I spend a lot of time playing, skiing, running, biking, and there's an incredible cross-country ski club there that's an amazing world-class facility, and it's only 5 minutes from downtown Whitehorse. Happy that you're participating in this conference. Thanks for taking the time, and hopefully you can come and visit in person one day and see everything that the city has to offer.
Hello everyone, my name is Kian O'Neill-Kizoff. I'm one of the conference planning committees. I was helping out with the program planning, and I work downtown here in Whitehorse in the Horwoods Mall just behind me. I work for a company called Greenwood Engineering Solutions, and we provide support to Yukon communities for municipal engineering and land development planning and community planning in general. Why I chose to be down here on Main Street today is that it's a great destination for all sorts of different things. I work here, but outside of work I love to kind of come back here to grab a coffee or dinner with friends after work. Come shopping here for whatever you need, a fishing rod or a tent or a pair of hiking boots. There's some great galleries featuring local artists and crafts and a whole lot of different things that you can do in one small place. And it's a great place just right downtown in the heart of the hustle and bustle of Whitehorse. So I've only lived in Whitehorse a few years and I didn't know much about it, but it's called the Wilderness City. I found out after I moved here. And that is probably one of the things that I love most about it. You can finish work at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock on a Friday afternoon, and within half an hour you can be whitewater kayaking, on the river in town, or rock climbing on some of the hills nearby, mountain biking on our world-class facilities. There's a lot of different things you can do right within town, not to mention access to an amazing surrounding environment here that just goes on for further than you can imagine with not very many people. I'm really excited that we're able to host the PIBC conference this year, that we're able to host you, even though you can't all be here in person. We are disappointed about that we can't be showing off our city and our surrounding environment to you in person. But I think this is a great opportunity to have this northern and small community focused conference so that we can hopefully all learn together about some of the challenges faced that are somewhat unique to northern communities. Hopefully you can learn more about Whitehorse from afar. And hopefully you'll also learn some things because I've found, switching from working in downtown Toronto to working in Whitehorse and throughout Yukon and smaller communities, that there are a lot of universal lessons in planning that can be shared between communities, and sometimes learning about a community of a very different context can give you some great perspective for the community you work in. So I hope that you're able to take a lot away from this conference, that you enjoy this time that we have learning together, and can take some great lessons back to your workplaces and your communities afterwards.
Welcome to Whitehorse. My name is Ian Robertson, and I'm part of the organizing committee for the conference. My company, Inukshuk Planning and Development Limited, is based here in Whitehorse. We're here at the Yukon River at the Rotary Centennial Bridge. This bridge connects both sides of the river to a 2-kilometer circuit trail that's paved and receives 3,000 visitors, mainly residents, a week during the summer, and 2,000 in the winter when the trail is plowed. What makes this important is that this trail links a variety of key public facilities. These include the SS Klondike, the Robert Service Campground, the Whitehorse Dam, the Fish Ladder, the Riverdale neighborhood, 2 high schools, and also connects directly to downtown at the Robert Campbell Bridge. There are a couple of key things I want to point out about the bridge project and the trail. Over 500 local businesses and citizens of Whitehorse contributed to the construction of a $750,000 bridge. We wish you could be here with us today, partly because we've just finally topped 20 degrees Celsius. It's been a long, cold winter, and certainly with COVID-19, it has not been easy for any of us, either in northern Canada or in BC and elsewhere. Please think about coming to visit us again. Instead of online, in person. We have a lot to offer here in the Yukon. You'll go back with many great memories. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Zoe Morrison. I'm a community planner here in Whitehorse, and I'm one of the co-chairs of the conference. I'm really excited that you're all joining us. I'm really disappointed that you're not here joining me in person. Today, right now, I'm in front of the Kwanlundun Cultural Center, which is where the conferences would have been happening for you all. It's a beautiful building that the Kwanlundun First Nation built about, I want to say 10 years ago or something. They have some beautiful spaces in there that are used for conferences, weddings, all sorts of things. Yeah, and it is attached to the library, so it's an important community building in our downtown. Okay, so here we are in a different location. This is Front Street behind me and McBride Museum. And we are very close to the main street in Whitehorse. I'm a community planner. I work at Stantec. My office is just sort of a block over that way. I've been in the Yukon for about 17 years. I moved up here from Prince Edward Island when I was just finished my Master's of Planning. That was in 2004. So since I moved here, I've worked at a number of different places. I worked for the city of Whitehorse, I've worked for Yukon government, I've worked for other companies, and I spent a couple of years living in Juneau, Alaska, working there. So I've been involved in lots of projects in the time that I've been here, and one of them was the redevelopment of the riverfront area from more of an industrial shipbuilding kind of terrain area to more of a recreational area. And one of the projects was to redevelop Front Street. So you can see behind me that there's some nice trees, nice sidewalks. It's much more pedestrian oriented than it used to be. I'm not going to go on and on about the cool things that I love about Whitehorse and the different places I would show you or take you if you were here in person, because that's too painful. But for now, I hope you really enjoy the conference and learn a lot about the North and plan to come and visit sometime. Thanks.
Welcome to my beautiful home here in Whitehorse. Right now it's the land of the midnight sun. We are so sorry. I am so sorry that you are not here with us in person. But we're doing a little tour, and so you'll get to see a few things of our great town. So where I am, it's Lesley, by the way, Lesley Cabott, who has lived here in Whitehorse for over 30 years. I'm a planner. I've worked at the City of Whitehorse, and I've worked with various consulting firms, and right now I'm working with Stantec. And I am, your president, your outgoing president, which has been a great honor, and I have really enjoyed doing that. And so I thank all those members who encouraged me to be on the board and to be your president. Okay, so here we are, Shipyards Park. Shipyards Park, this area used to be home to many people. It was a community, to many people who worked on the ships. So behind us is the Yukon River. This was the land of the Tagish Kwan. And so we are on the traditional territories of both the Kwanlin Dun Nation and the Tonquitchin Council. The Kwanlin Dun people and the Tagish, the Tonquitchin people are ancestries of their Tagish people, their Tlingit people, and their Southern Shoshone people. So we are very grateful as an invited yet very welcome guests to live here. And I live just down the trail, actually. My home is just down the trail. And if you were here, I would have welcomed you all over. And you know what? You're welcome anytime. Come on over. I think what's interesting to note about my place down the trail, it is on land, or was developed on land that, by two First Nations, the Untitled Nation and the Kwanlin Dun First Nation. So, the First Nations people who this was, their home along the riverbanks, were moved off and moved down the river. But through land claim settlements, they have reclaimed land, built the Kwanlin Dun Cultural Center, which we will be hosting many of our events for, and where us local planners will be hanging out for the next few days. Like I said, so my place was developed by the First Nations, which I'm really grateful for, and grateful to be part of their new vision of Whitehorse. What I do want to say about our conference being held virtually for most of you and not in person, again, we're all very sorry about that, because it was probably about 5-6 years ago when I first got on the council that I put that little, bug in everybody's ear, and our board, the council, the staff grabbed that idea, and our local conference team, our local planners have grabbed it also, and have developed a wonderful program for you. And so even though you can't come and have a you know, a glass of wine, a beer, a soda in my place overlooking the water this time, I really want you to know that you are invited and welcome back anytime. And we will get this conference in Whitehorse again very soon. See you around. Bye.